Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
Oh nation, what's going on guys? Your man Sly here, and I'm back with another quick Division video. So as y'all have probably noticed by now, I usually upload guides, tips and tricks, anything else like that that will help you as a player get ahead faster and easier than doing it alone. In this video, I want to give you agents my advice on what the best weapon class and weapons within this class are. So with that said, there are tons of weapons in the Division and so many variations of each that it tends to get pretty confusing. And while you can pretty much finish out the Division story with just about any gun, the endgame content will quickly destroy the unprepared, not to mention the north end of the Dark Zone. In this video, I'm going to show you my overall best weapon category along with the top 2 guns that I recommend you try out as soon as possible. Now, there are plenty of other options to choose from in the Division, but one certain class stands out above the rest, and if you've been watching other YouTubers, then you already probably know what I'm going to say. SMGs, submachine guns, hands down the best weapons in and out of the Dark Zone, period. Now there is one drawback to SMGs, and I'll go over that here in a few, but the 2 main reasons why submachine guns are so great in this game are because 1, they are naturally stable platforms. By stable, I mean virtually recoilless. And 2, they have this built-in ability to land more critical shots than any other weapon out there. Now don't confuse headshots with critical shots. Think of headshots as like the optimal area to hit for consistently high damage, and critical shots are just random bullets that do more damage. Now there is such a beast as a critical headshot, and it's the highest damage shot that can be landed by a bullet in this game. So taking those 2 into account, let's talk about its drawback, and that is simply its range. Now you can still totally hit a target far away, but the damage will be drastically reduced, and with submachine guns being close quarter weapons, they naturally have a weak accuracy, which is just a fancy way of saying bullet spread. Hitting a target effectively at range is a hard thing to do, and that's why I always carry my main weapon and then either a long range assault rifle or my trusty first wave M1A. This way you can destroy at any range regardless of where an enemy is at. Now the reason I use an assault rifle for my backup most of the time is because in challenge mode, it's mostly close to medium close fighting range, and because of the high amount of damage you need to deal, the more bullets the better. So that's why I use an SMG and an assault rifle combo, unless I know I need some long range shots, and then I'll swap over to my M1A. So let's go ahead and take a look at my 2 favorite submachine guns of the game. Now, if you've seen this video about my first impressions of the beta, you know that I was all about the T821, and while it's still a great gun to use, it gets left behind pretty fast after discovering these other 2. So, the first gun I used all the time until I was level 30 was the AUG. Now, depending on which version you get and at what item level will determine the damage the AUG will dish out. I'm still working on which guns are higher than the rest, but I know, for example, like the classic M1A has a few variants. The lowest being the classic M1A, the middle tier is the SOCOM, and then the highest variant of the 3 is the first wave M1A. I think for the AUG, it's Para, then Custom, and Enhanced being the best variant of the 3. But like I said, I'm still working on that, so don't quote me. I'll try to get a guide together once I get all of that information up, and I can get these weapon variants pieced together. Now, the AUG got me through a lot of sticky situations, and even in the Dark Zone, I was simply just cutting through enemies like butter. That is, until I bought this bad boy, the Vector 45 ACP, the beasts of all beasts. Y'all, it is crazy stable, looks great, and shoots relatively fast for its damage per bullet. But here is where submachine guns shine the most. Their ability to not change their stability characteristics when modding the hell out of them. So take a look at this bad boy right here. This is the Vector I use as of right now, and I had an awesome attachment in my inventory that when I put on my Liberator or my Caduceus, it just simply destroyed the stability that even though the DPS shot through the roof, I couldn't land every bullet, so it's pretty much a waste. However, if I throw that attachment onto a submachine gun, it's like the 2 were made for each other, jumping up the damage to over 8k per bullet and the rate of fire over 900 from 720 and not affecting the stability whatsoever. So here's a clip of me cutting through one of the dailies. As you can see, sometimes the game can't even catch up on how much damage that this gun is dealing. After I'm done shooting, I walk away and then they fall over dead. The Vector, y'all, it is totally where it's at. Now, I haven't found a high-end AUG yet. I'm still looking for that. But right now, this even outcompetes the Midas, that yellow high-end T821 machine gun everyone's so hyped up about. Do you want to know why? Take a look at this yellow boss I run into. Brat, see ya, pal. It is just as effective in the Dark Zone as it is in the endgame activities. Now, if you haven't tried a submachine gun yet, then people, you are missing out. Like I said, the biggest drawback is the range, and I'm still looking for some decent high-end optics to help me out in that department, but so far, it's nothing my caduceus can't handle. But that's it, guys. Just want to run this by y'all and tell you that if you're still shopping around trying to find the best gun of the game, save yourself some time and get yourself a submachine gun. An AUG or a Vector, either one will do you just fine. And then look for barrel upgrades that help with accuracy, optics that help with range, and a magazine mod that increases fire rate and bullets per mag. Once you put all those together, you will not be sorry. Now sound off in the comments and let me know what kind of setup you are running. Like I used to love the RPK, but at the end, the sway was just too much. Then I was all about the LSW, but it was just too sluggish. After the AUG, and now with the Vector Perfection, I don't think I'm changing back anytime soon. Hope this video helps you decide on which gun to use and which attachments to look for. I promise that with this setup on any submachine gun, whether it's the T821, the AUG, or the Vector, you will be happy you spent the money. But that's it for me, y'all. Thanks for watching, and if you want to stay up to date on everything, The Division, Destiny, and Sly Nation, Twitter is the best place to do so. Follow me at Sly Nation and be alerted to anything new and upcoming about my channel. I'm out, guys. Have fun in the Dark Zone. Hope those challenges drop you that sweet, sweet loot. And until next time, y'all, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.